Poor. Ellen leaks Meg selling dog leash and tote bag at farmer's market to pay bill after bankruptcy. No one buys it. It seems that the Sussexes have really reached an impasse when a series of their contracts were brutally cancelled and fell on the verge of bankruptcy. Recently, Ellen's best friend spoke out, revealing that she appeared at the Montecito farmer's market to sell dog leashes and tote bags to earn some money to pay for living expenses, but she was kicked out for bringing animals. Meghan Markle broke cover on Friday to check out her local farmer's market, days after her explosive Netflix docuseries with Prince Harry failed to score any Emmy nominations. The Duchess of Sussex was spotted stopping by the Montecito farmer's market near the couple's $14.7 million mansion, but went without her husband. The 41-year-old was instead accompanied by her security detail and one of her beloved pet beagles, despite the market's rule prohibiting dogs. Wearing a white unbuttoned collared shirt over a camel-colored maxi dress, black flip-flops, and sunglasses, the former actress went virtually undetected by locals as she went from tent to tent browsing various collections of goods. She picked up a bunch of fresh flowers, which she then stashed in a large woven straw tote for her convenience as she continued shopping. At one point, she also stopped to sample some honey from a vendor. While Meghan largely managed to fly under the radar during her trip to the market, she was friendly and smiled politely at the handful of locals who did recognize her, as her security kept a watchful eye. The large bodyguard kept a safe distance from the Duchess and minded her pooch while she looked around the market. The couple owned two beagles, Guy, who Meghan adopted while she was still acting in 2015, and Mamma Mia, who they rescued from an animal testing center last summer. They also have a Labrador called Pula. But the former royal wasn't the only notable face checking at the farmer's market at the star-studded seaside town. Keith Hudson, the pastor father of Katy Perry, who grew up in Santa Barbara, was also spotted amongst the crowd shopping. The farmers market is held weekly in the community, rotating along four sections of the 1,100 and the 1,200 blocks of Coast Village Road in the main retail sector of Montecito. The affluent coastal town has become increasingly popular amongst Hollywood stars over the years due to its idyllic landscape and secluded homes, ideal for privacy lovers. Meghan's outing comes after Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan was snubbed by Emmy voters when nominations were announced earlier this week, despite its successful debut in December. The show, however, did manage to score a Hollywood Critics Award nomination for Best Streaming Nonfiction on Wednesday, if you've even heard of that award before. Meghan and Harry have been seen out and about in their Montecito neighborhood in recent weeks, following a series of blows to their media empire. The pair were seen smiling and holding hands in Santa Barbara ahead of the Independence Day weekend earlier this month, before being snapped again attending a local 4th of July parade with their family. The outing came after Buckingham Palace confirmed the two had officially vacated Frogmore Cottage at the request of King Charles earlier in the year. It also followed Spotify's decision to part ways with the couple and forego a second series of Meghan's 13-episode podcast, Archetypes, which was number one on the streaming service's rankings when it debuted. Spotify and the Sussexes audio production company Archwell Audio released a joint statement saying that they had mutually agreed to part ways, but that they were proud of the series that they made together.